Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Sirianatarot. This is going to be a singles new love reading for my dearest Geminis. Gemini, we're going to take a look at the person coming towards you in love, and if these messages resonate with you, I am going to ask that you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And just a friendly reminder, I am available for private readings, so if you're after one, I do have those links down below. All right, my lovely Geminis, let's get started. Let's see what messages, advice, and guidance come through for you. All right, so your person is showing up as the Empress, so possibly a Taurus or a Libra. Beautiful energy. They're showing up as the Two of Pentacles. They're viewing you as the Ten of Pentacles, and the connection, the Six of Swords. So I feel like this is a connection that may be moving towards marriage or commitment. I feel like this is a connection that's also going to bring you both peace. All right, we see the Nine of Wands. So this person may have a military background here. I'm also seeing with the Nine of Wands, this person may kind of initially come off as a little bit guarded. With the Empress energy, they know their worth and their value, and so they're going to really take their time. You know, they're not going to chase, they're going to attract, but they're also going to just take their time and make sure that, you know, this is the right connection before they get emotionally invested. All right. This is somebody who's very, I feel like they're very beautiful, very good looking. I also feel they're very abundant. All right, with the Page of Wands in reverse, okay. So some of you, this person, even though it looks like they have a lot to offer, they may be a little bit nervous around you is kind of what I'm getting. They may kind of keep things or play things really cool in the beginning, like just kind of dipping their toe in the water. And I'm not getting that they're a player. I'm not getting necessarily that, you know, they're playing any games or anything. But again, this is somebody who doesn't like go for it right away. Like they're going to take their time getting to know you, making sure this is this is the right connection. Yeah, so I do see that this person does hold back a little bit with the Two of Swords. But I also feel too that this is somebody who is willing to take a risk, you know, once they've gotten a little bit of information or they start to feel comfortable or they feel safe with you, even if they don't really know what the outcome is. Now, I feel like this person you might take this person by surprise, Gemini, with the Two of Swords. They might not see this connection coming, okay? And we see the Ten of Wands. How you're going to feel, you're going to be really ready to let go of anything that's kind of holding you back here. I think you're going to feel really passionate about this person. You may meet this time too, and you may meet this person at a time when you're also releasing responsibilities. So maybe you're creating more work-life balance for yourself, or maybe you're letting go of a heavy situation like a living situation or a job or something like that. And of course it could be another relationship, but I kind of feel like you're having a new beginning here when you meet this person, and you're really going to take this person by surprise. All right, Gemini? Like you're turning over a new leaf, and that's when you meet this person. So we see that some of you, this person may be a counselor or work as a counselor, or maybe they have in the past, but they're good at mediating situations and they easily guide people through difficult circumstances. All right. We see they have strong fire in their chart, Aries, Leo, Sag. And this person, when they are committed, I definitely see that they're deeply committed and they're strong. And this is somebody who will be your ride or die once they've made their choice or they've made their decision. And just what my Geminis need, coming from a Venusian Gemini here, is that this person's going to be funny. They're going to be fun. There's going to be lighthearted energy. The laughter you share bonds you. It alleviates stress. So again, I do think you two are going to have each other laughing. I'm sure you're going to have this person in stitches, Gemini. The Two of Pentacles tells me, though, that this person might be a little bit like on the fence in the beginning. And I feel like it has very little to do with you, but just more so because they are guarded with whom they invest in. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I kind of feel with the Two of Pentacles, like they want to date and figure things out before, you know, they take a leap of faith here. All right, we see for some of you, this person may be bald or buzzed, or maybe they have been at some point in time, especially if there was like a military background here. But for a lot of you, these are very specific messages that will not resonate with all of you, but they will be confirmation for some of my Geminis. This person does love to experiment and try new things, so expect trying, new restaurants, going on little adventures here with this person. This could also be in the bedroom. And we do see that this person is well known. Okay, so they could have a large social media following, or maybe they're famous in their own right or within their community or something like that. They could have a lot of friends. Again, I think my Geminis, all of that is going to be cool with you. All right, what else do we need to know about this person? All right, we see courtship. Yeah. So I feel like this person doesn't I feel like this person, I want to say they don't date for fun. I feel like this person is somebody who's dating to marry, but they may have taken a break from dating for a little bit, okay? Because I feel like they're the type of person, they're not going to give their energy to someone that they're not really sure about. But again, they do take their time, they do test the water, but I feel like they don't really just date for fun. That's kind of what I'm getting. I'm also getting dating this person might be a little bit unconventional, or they come up with really fun ideas, trying to do new things. So it's they're not going to just, take you on some boring dates is what I'm getting. All right, we see mature woman coming through. Some of you in the past, they did date. Now, my readings are not meant to be gender specific, but they may have a history with somebody here that they broke up with that really wasn't mature. Somebody who, acted kind of crazy or kind of jealous, or didn't want to let them go, or brought them a lot of drama. So I do feel like that you might know that about this person's ex, okay? That they weren't quite, that they've dealt with people who are immature, and they're just not really going to deal with that anymore. So again, I do think that's a little bit of their hesitation. And we see the Lovers card here. Yeah, so I do feel they're strong, they might have Gemini in their chart, but I do think that also this person, I don't feel like they're promiscuous. I don't think they're a total prude either. But I also feel I just feel like there's something here about a breakup with this person, with somebody who kind of did them dirty, or kind of trapped them in some sort of drama that now they're kind of viewing as childish or immature. Maybe they had a marriage that happened really quickly that they kind of regret in their past. But I am also seeing that this is going to be a really strong connection for the both of you. All right, so let's see what else we need to know. What else do we need to know about this person? I also think you're going to be very different from whom they're used to dating. There's something very unique about you. Again, you make this person laugh. They may speak with an accent, so they could come from a different city, state, or country, or region. They already know who you are, okay? So for some of you, that's absolutely the case. They make something valuable with their own hands, so they could be an amazing cook. Maybe they like to build things, fix things, do hair, do makeup, whatever it might be. Some of you, they have their own business. All right, and this person is physically active, so most likely they like to work out. They like to move around. Maybe they like to go hiking and things like that. Take their dog for a walk. They enjoy those things is what I'm getting. They're viewing you, Gemini, as the 10 of Pentacles. So they're seeing you as somebody who is really worth investing in. The 10 of Pentacles here also indicates that they see you as somebody that they could potentially marry or be in a higher level of commitment. They see you as being abundant and having a lot to offer. Again, double confirmation with the Tower card that you are going to completely surprise this person. They're not expecting you to just be as amazing as you are, Gemini, or they're just not expecting this connection, when it comes in or how it comes in. Okay, and we see the Ace of Cups. They see you. I think they're going to be very surprised how loving you are, how open you are, just how much love there really is. Now, my Geminis with the Queen of Swords in reverse, I'm not getting that you're going to feel angry, negative, bitter, or anything like that. I think you're just you. I think this is also going to be something that turns you upside down. That's what I'm getting with that Queen of Swords. All right, let's see what else they really admire about you. What else do they really admire about my Geminis, please? We see martyr energy. So they see that you that you're very giving, you're self-sacrificing, but you also know your limits and your boundaries. And with the Judge energy, they see you as just, they see you as fair, they see you as compassionate, and you're just balanced, and they like that. That's what they want in a partner. All right. So the Six of Swords tells me that I think this is going to be a connection that really brings you both peace. Now, it may move kind of slowly in the beginning is kind of what I'm seeing. Well, not slowly, but I do see this person being kind of cautious. All right. We're seeing begin now, take your first step. So this came out earlier in your energy. Like you might be meeting this person after you're turning over a new leaf. So it could be a new job. It could be a move. Okay, we see unknown territory. You are exactly where you need to be. But again, I think for both of you, this is a connection that's just going to feel very different than what you're used to, or just different than what you've done before. And take a risk and venture forward. We do see like this person likes to experiment. And so again, I see you two really taking adventures together, traveling together. Even early on in the relationship, I feel like each of your dates are going to feel like, feel fun, feel exciting. Yes, that's what I'm loving. And Spirit's saying, take a leap of faith here, Gemini, even if this person is just very different from you or from whom you normally date. All right. So let's see, we see bonding. So as you get to know each other, you discover many things in common. That's the energy I'm getting from this reading. Is like, I think there's going to be like intense attraction. You're both going to really like each other. But again, you're going to take time getting to know each other. Okay, and we see guided steps to great love. Follow the path of ascension. So Spirit's saying you're on the right path, Gemini, and allow things to unfold naturally. And I feel like that's where you're going to have a lot of trust in this situation, because like neither one of you is like super stressed about this. You're not pushing for it. It's just going to evolve naturally. It's just going to be very easy to fall in love with each other. So we get, yeah, well, I'm not going to take all of those. You're not meant to know. So some of my Geminis, you're not meant to know when this person's coming in. It's going to be a surprise, I feel. We do get June. That wanted to come out again. So some of you are June Geminis. For others of you, this person could be a Cancer or a Gemini, or there's something about the month of June that's important to this connection. So we see May and June. So Gemini season. Okay. And we get September. So again, these could be birthdays, or you could look back in hindsight and see that these months were really important in bringing you two together or solidifying this connection. All right, my lovely Gemini. So I'm going to leave it here, sending you love and light. Take care.